What I wanted to start the day off with is telling you a little bit about how I network socially and in the community. And I've kind of come up with a new way that I'm doing that. I call it the Bass-Ackward way. And the reason why I call it Bass-Ackward is because it's totally different from what everybody else is doing. When I look back at everything I've ever done, I've always been what I would call 75%. I've never been the best at anything that I did, but I was always a little bit better than average. Well, why is that? I got to figure out how I can get better than 75%. Part of what I want to tell you about is kind of a series of steps that I've learned to go through that I think can help you increase your business. And the first thing that I call it is be the mayor of your village. Being the mayor of your village is your specific sphere of influence. Joe Girard, famous car salesman, says everybody has 200 people in their sphere of influence. So what I urge you to do is to figure out who is in your sphere of influence. In other words, who knows your name and whose name do you know? Do you have them, and do you have them in a database? Do you have them in a sufficient place to where you can contact them at any time? And so spend time being the mayor of your sphere of influence. And what that means is if you're Mayor Joe Lockwood in my town and somebody calls you and they've got a hole in the road, what do? You got to fix it. Why do you need to fix it? Because you want that person to vote for you again. Well, if you help your friends, your sphere of influence, your village, then reciprocity kicks in and they help you. If I buy you lunch, next time we go out, you're going to feel inclined to buy me lunch. So work on your sphere of influence. I believe that the people in your sphere of influence will give you all the business that you could ever get. The problem is that the people that know you, love you, and care about you the most don't know what it is that you need. Talk about a banker, for instance. I have a friend of mine that's a private banker, and we were having lunch, and I said, do you have people, you have your database, your sphere of influence, are you getting business from your sphere of influence? And she says, well, I don't. No, not really. I said, well, what's your perfect customer? And she says, well, somebody that's got a net worth over $1 million excluding their house. Somebody's got this, got this, got this. And I said, well, how am I going to figure that out at a cocktail party? How am I going to refer you a customer? So we worked through a series of things, and so that's what you need to do. You need to figure out, how do you tell your sphere of influence what the perfect customer is for you? Because if all you know is that I'm in the mortgage business and you send me somebody with a $60,000 refinance on their trailer in Forsyth County, I may not, you haven't made my day. All right, so concentrate on being the mayor of your village.